your host, JD. I'm here with a beautiful brother of mine,
Bari, young Yarra.
That was a long one, like just like
special.
It's like the Halloween special.
Had to make it special.
We have one of my greatest friends in here.
Oh boy.
In the studio right now. A man of particular age.
Mm-hmm.
For certain.
Reese.
Reese.
How are you, my brother?
I'm doing good. Thank you for having me.
Of course, I'm glad you're here, man.
Here again.
I'm glad you're here. I'm really glad you're here. Got special news to announce and things of that nature. Well, maybe not special, but it's news. And we have beautiful Yomi up in here. Yoms.
Homie Yomi.
What's good?
Gang shit.
Today I don't know how to bring this up to y'all, but this will in fact be the last In Living Black episode, at least for a while. I can't like put a nail in the coffin.
Yeah.
Right now.
I don't feel comfortable doing it yet either. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
Just the complete nail.
Nah, no nail, but at least for now. And then Living Black is a business. It's a company. So anything else could fall into the umbrella of In Living Black.
We own this shit, so we can do whatever we want with it.
Exactly.
Point. You know what I mean?
Exactly. But as far as the podcast of In Living Black, it is unfortunately come to an end for now. So we don't put that nail on that. I know having you here, Reese, I feel like it's like, like, what the fuck am I here? Then, you know what I mean? Shit like that. But I feel like it's good that you're here because I know you're a man of particular age. And you could and you're also a very a spiritual being, and you believe in, life is just life. And, there's certain things, certain paths that you have to take in order to figure shit out. You know what I'm saying? But it's very sad. I'm not happy about it that In Living Black is coming to a halt at the moment. But certain things got to be done just to like regroup, find thyself. And I think this is what this podcast is going to be about today. Finding thyself, pivoting. What's next? The future. Love. You know what I mean? While being black. You know what I'm saying? Reese, but how are you? Before we get into all that, how are you?
I'm in an interesting space, to be quite honest. I don't beat around corners, so.
Okay.
Yeah, in an interesting space. But I think as we were sharing a little bit earlier, I don't think it's anything different from what most people are experiencing after 2020, going into 2021 and the changes. And I keep sharing with people on a molecular level.
Mm-hmm.
I think so much has changed in all of us that we have yet to understand.
Mm-hmm.
And then life has just changed, right? The way the world is moving and evolving has changed. So I'm under that weight. I don't want to make it sound like it's something, different. It's just, like what's next?
Yeah. I think a lot of people are going through that. I know, Bard, you spoke to that. Like you finding yourself and unpacking a lot of baggage.
Yeah.
Regardless of how you get there, it's healthy for you to be there right now at the moment.
Word.
You know what I mean? How have you been unpacking? Have you I know you say you work out 8 a.m. and stuff like that. Like, does a routine help?
Yeah, I think right now, for me, it's helping. One, it's teaching me to breathe and making me breathe intentionally, which is something I recently recognized, which is weird, but I don't breathe a lot.
You don't breathe a lot?
Yeah, like fully breathe.
Yeah.
Out, exhale, inhale, exhale.
Right.
Ooh,
that's a powerful thing.
Right.
Yeah, okay. I
recognized this during like the pandemic time. I'm like, you're not breathing. Like it, your nose to survive, to actually get breath to your entire body. So I don't doubt that could take me a whole nother direction.
I mean, we here though.
Right.
Yeah.
So that the gym for me, I've been at it now for about 6 or 7 months. And for me, it wasn't trying to be this buff somebody. It
Yeah.
was, one day I was in the gym just playing around, and I was like, God, you know what? I wish I had the zeal like these other guys in here who are now big. And then I got home later on that day, was eating dinner, and went to sit down, and my back started hurting. And God was like, is that enough right there for you? So as a man of a particular age, what I realized was I can't just sit around after a whole pandemic or in a pandemic, and all of us were sitting a lot, laying, sleeping. Can't just do that and not move. So this whole evolution or journey of gym for me, which I've done it before, has been about movement.
Yeah.
And not only the body, but the blood, the breath, every part of me moves.
A flow.
Exactly. So that's been my focus during this time, is not only working out, as I told you, I ride the bike right now. That's pretty new. But opening myself up for movement. And so now I'm thinking more, thinking about next more.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of been the routine.
I think, it was funny that you say routine, because I was just having that conversation about routine today. And I always found it as a negative word. Because routine means having a fixed system, a fixed program, right? And I just never liked that type of terminology where it's I got to do this every day of my life in order to feel some type of substance in my life. But when it comes to something like that, where it's I got to go to the gym at this time, or not this time necessarily, but I got to go to the gym today, every day, in order for me to feel at peace with myself. Me, I have to listen to music every day, right? It doesn't have to be all day, but some point of the day, I have to listen to music. And if that's some type of routine, then I guess. But maybe it is, because it is a fixed program.
Yeah.
But in a way of how I think about routine is I'm getting up at 7:00 a.m.
Yeah.
I got work at 9. I do my work. It's the same shit every day. I come home, I eat dinner or talk to this and that and this and who, and then go to bed and then wake up, do the same shit all over again.
Yeah.
And that to me is on some Matrix level shit, where it's it was who Neo was before he found Morpheus.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I just always was I can't fall into that type of norm, because that's not who I am. Because I feel low-key I might go insane. So lately, I've been trying to with no damn job in sight, these jobs been playing. Yeah, I mean, they don't call you at all, they don't email you back.
Right.
They don't, after the interview, and it's just what the fuck? So I'm like what you say, let's see how you just talk to God and shit like that. I feel I do the same thing now more than ever, where it's all right, God, tell me what you really want. You don't want me to get into this.
Yeah.
You don't want me to go back to this. So what am I really supposed to necessarily do? You know what I mean? I think doing a pod is fantastic and it's great and it's amazing, but then, you know what I mean, it's also strenuous too. It's a lot on me, right? So then it's all right, what do I need to do? How I gotta just reconstruct myself, right? So now I'm at a state of limbo, if you will.
Oh, I get it.
Because I was okay, I gotta go back. I feel I gotta go back to school. And I am going to go back to school, because I feel that's an opportunity for me to be around, people that probably on the same pathway of whatever I'm trying to get into. You know what I mean? And I don't know what that is yet. You know what I'm saying? I thought when we was in high school, I thought fashion was a shit.
Word.
So what I went to school for, fashion.
Facts.
Hated it. Left.
Terrible.
Fell into podcasting. And I was okay, this is a vibe. You getting traction. People are what you got to say for some odd ass reason. You know what I'm saying? Who am I really? But they just, or who are we? You know what I mean? But they like what we say. They like who we are. They like what we represent.
Yeah.
But then it's damn, now at this moment, it's all right, what the fuck, man? You know what I'm saying? So I'm really talking to God more now than I've ever been. And I've always talked to God, but I've always been thanking him for this and that. It hasn't been a conversation of just okay, I see why this went wrong. You know what I mean? It's not now it's more so of everything. It's he's my friend, if you will, or she's my friend. It's not it now. It's just more of a conversation rather than being just thanking him or thanking her.
Word.
But like when you was unpacking, did you have to like, what was the vibes? So like, what was you doing to how did you overcome certain shits that was in your head and shit like that?
I just got to a point where I was like, because of last year in the pandemic and we was all sitting down, I was like, all right, I'm not doing anything. I gotta do something for real. You know what I'm saying? So now this is the first time in my life where I feel like I could just really just ask myself questions and let me put that down. I should ask myself questions and just go back and think about things I did wrong or things I want to change and shit. So I just started with one bag, you know what I mean? And then I just kind of just snowballed into more in the closet. You feel me?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was like, all right, one thing I want to change was like just how like I perceive different things. You know what I mean? My perception, like my, like stop being so judgmental when you see something off top. You know what I mean? Just like my idea of like what attraction is changed for real. Like I've tried to like eradicate the word ugly out of my vocabulary. I'm like, what is that really? I don't fuck with that. Like why am I calling somebody ugly just cause of what? Based on some beauty standard that niggas taught me to, nah, fuck that. You know what I mean? So I don't use that. I don't use ugly. But that's just a one example.
Yeah, for sure,
shit, you know what I mean?
But it's a major thing too.
Yeah, like just so like shit like that was like just things like that I wanted to change about myself.
Yeah.
I was like, there's no reason. Like at this point, let me grow for real. Like if I want to evolve, evolving has to change. Evolving is like, I have to learn new things, but also unlearn this shit that I thought was just regular. You know what I'm saying? So that's really what evolving is. So let me just unlearn a bunch of shit that I don't like about myself, and then move on from there. You feel me? And then that went. Then I got to my father later in the year. You know what I'm saying? That was an area where I feel like I need to attack. Let me reach out to this man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And just a bunch of shit. My past relationships I did wrong. I talked about on the pod before.
Yeah.
Like so, it was just a bunch of shit. I just like I got the time. Let me just do it.
And you ain't ever need like therapy for that. Like, you been to therapy?
Long time ago.
Okay.
One time, yeah. And I would go back
For sure.
I just haven't connected with another yet. But no, I'm 1000% behind it though.
Are you like? Do you find like yourself as being like your own therapist? This is a question for both of y'all. Like,
I think for me, yeah. And I don't know, I was thinking about this recently on my ride, that most time I don't get the opportunity to get advice from people. You know what I mean? And not because I'm not open to receive it, because I'm always open to receive it.
Definitely.
But even just being out in New York and maybe stopping at a lounge or just anywhere I've been, normally I don't know if it's a presence or what. It's more so, let me throw all of this on you type thing. So normally when I'm leaving, it's like, oh, okay, well, if I did have an issue, definitely wasn't important, you know?
Yeah.
So I've had to be my own.
Your own therapist. You?
Yeah.
Yeah, same thing for real. Because I think I generally and just really am interested in other people and what they got going on,
Exactly.
to be honest. So I don't even spend a lot of time talking about this shit. Not because I'm scared to, just because I want to know about you for real.
Yeah.
So like I'm always asking questions, and I become somebody's de facto therapist because they're bringing this shit to me, and I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
Like that's how that lets me know that you trust me enough for real to with this information. Now I take this more serious, so I want to invest my time into you now. It ain't about me for real. You know what I mean? So then in my spare time, I'm talking to myself, and I guess I do become my own therapist. But I'm cool with it either way. But I do also want to go see therapists just to see what else can I get to that maybe I can't do it on my own. Because sometimes you do need somebody to pull from. You know what I mean? So
1000%.
Yeah.
I agree with that. I think now more than ever, I like, I need to,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? I need to talk to somebody. Because it's not like, I'm not even like, want to know like the pressure. It's just like, what the fuck? Like, it's just like, I don't know what's really, like, I feel like all my life, I usually knew what the hell I wanted to do, or I had some type of plan. But like right now, at this very moment, there's no plan.
Yeah. And can I insert here? I think we need to acknowledge that that is absolutely okay not to know.
Right.
Because I think living in a culture like we live in now, particularly with social media that's pushing, you need to show something that you're doing something.
That you're doing something. That's
moving something.
Mm-hmm.
That right there is already creating a level of anxiety, and it's putting you in a space that we really don't have to be in. It's okay not to know. It's okay to have finished something and to sit still or to now meander till you find the next thing.
Yeah.
And especially, if you've read the book, what's the book? The popular
Art of
Alchemist.
Oh, The Alchemist. I was about to say Art of Not Giving
And
a
just
Fuck.
how that showed how you walk this path out. And I think I said this last time I was on here, that you walk this thing called life out, and literally things are being revealed to you.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, I think for a lot of us is that we get so caught up in circumstance that we miss the omens, the lights, the smoke, the tap on the leg.
Yeah.
We miss it.
Yeah.
So my practice has become, as I was talking about earlier, that routine. And me looking at the word routine as if it were a muscle, that I'm doing these set things to create strength for next. And that way, when I begin to swallow routine like that, it became, because I'm like you, like I'm a free spirit. Like, I don't have no routine. I do what I want to do. And it's like, no, you need to have some routines that are become a muscle for
what's next.
The whole free spirit you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if right now something were to pop off where a door does open, I walk out of here, bump into someone, and I have to go for the next 6 months, all of this, the routine for the past 6 months would have proven this moment, right?
That's true. All this.
So that's a part of routine. I don't even know how I got there, but acknowledging,
man, a particular age,
right? And I acknowledge it too. I love it. Acknowledging that it's okay not to know.
Yeah.
And that's something that I really want myself, anybody I come in contact, like I've been telling people that, like, it's okay. Like, don't be frantic. Don't wild out. Don't lose it. Like, you're still on track.
It's so difficult though. You know how it is. It's not even necessary for me. I'll speak about myself personally. Mm-hmm. I don't think it's like social media affecting me personally. I'd be happy for like, okay, you up in life. That's fantastic. When I'm saying it, like, I be looking at my mother. So it's like, and like my aunt and shit like that, where these women are well in their age and they're still working. Right. And I'm like, I feel like the responsibility for me should have been like, I should have took better steps in order to take them out that situation, that environment. So like nobody asked me. My mother never said, I need you to like do what you got to do and take care so you can take care of me. Or my aunt never did all that. But like I put that shit on myself. I'll say that straight. Like I put all that type of like burden on me. Mm-hmm. So in a way I'd be like, I don't have the time to wait around and see when life is going to be like, all right, here's your break. You feel what I'm saying? So I got to like, I'm trying to like figure shit out like right now.
And create
whatever space that I'm well off. So I could better take care of them. Like I always told my mother, I was like, yo, look, I'll move you out of this place and I'll stay here. Yeah, I'd rather you be in a better situation than me.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Because I saw the sacrifice. There was a lot of sacrifice that she did for me personally that I was just like, how can I not like rush to like try to take care of you or put you in a better situation?
Yeah. So let me ask you this question, and both of you all. What is your focus? What is the thing you're running after? Purpose or provision?
Damn.
Purpose or provision?
What you mean by provision? Money.
To be able to have better.
I think this year I realized that my vision at the end of the tunnel, what that looks like, is just me being happy for real. That's what I've just broken it down to, like its smallest, most minute meaning for real. Like I don't even care what that looks like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't care how I get it. I don't even care where I'm at. I just need to feel that I'm good right now for real. So like that's why like I try not to focus on what's the next thing, like and whatever I'm doing, can I still maintain this level of happiness and peace that I'm working on to get to? If I'm good with that, then I could just be wherever, to be honest. That's just what has worked out for me right now, for real. That could change maybe, but that's where I'm at this place in my life. I ain't gonna lie.
I'll say provision, but I feel like it goes hand in hand. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I feel like money do make me happy. I'm not even gonna deny it. I like when that pandemic and you was getting them checks.
Mhm.
I was happy.
1,000.
I was smiling,
Right.
100.
cheesing.
1,000.
My bank account looked swell up, and my savings looked beautiful. And I was like, okay. And guess what? I didn't do a goddamn thing. And I thought that was happiness. And I still think it is happiness. I think money like solves a lot of like problems.
Absolutely.
You feel what I'm saying? Yo, my mother needed something, or like my aunt or whatever like that. I got it.
Of course.
It is what it is. I like being a provider. High key, not low. Like I like being I like somebody reaching out and be like, yo, like, and I'm like, I got you.
Mhm.
I like that. That's happiness for me. And to me, I think it's a purpose in that. Like, I think one of my life's purpose, I think I told you that, like, when I was working together, I was talking to you. I think one of my life purpose is to be a father. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Wow.
it's to, like, take care of my son or daughter, and then, like, make sure that they're a good, genuine person that don't have to worry about nothing as far as money. Live your purpose out. Find whoever you are. You know what I mean? But like just guiding a person along life is like one of my life's purpose. You know what I mean? And I knew this probably since I was like 20 years old.
Mm.
Like this is one of my life's purpose, like to be a father. Why? Because I never really had that. I was like, oh, I already know I'm gonna do something different.
So I'm just asking.
Come on, you potty. Come on, now, you're here. A man of a particular age.
So, right. So, and how old are you now?
I'm 26.
All right, 26. You feel like your purpose is some type of nurturer, father, if you will, but you didn't have it.
Yeah.
And you're 26.
Yeah.
But you're putting the pressure on yourself to be it and to have it. Although you got to go and learn it because it wasn't taught to you.
Well, it's one of my, I said it's one of,
Right, but I think it's a great one because I think you didn't talk about this, but one of my names, I guess, is Father Reese.
Yeah.
And that's something that has recently come up as well, that my father was very much present.
Mm-hmm.
And I've learned here recently how to put it in words. We give very Huxtable family, all of that.
Yeah.
My father was present, but he wasn't present.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean that in the sense of he wasn't as vocal as my dad is just a quiet man in general.
Right.
But then on top of that, as a black man, all of the stuff he was internalizing made him probably even quieter. You know what I mean? So it was a lot of things that weren't said, although he was there. Here I am now, come 40, probably hit me around about 39. And I had a moment out and about and the father thing came. I had this whole like vision. And I was like, and I fought it for a year or two because I'm like, how in the world could I ever be that when there's so much that I feel like I need to be fathered in, or hell, somebody bring the information to me, bring it in a book. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But so I brought all of that up to say that then I realized that a lot of the things that I was going through and that I was living through and then the transitions, even now, it boiled down to that these were learning experiences for me, for the weight and the purpose that I said, and that I had a vision that is for me to carry, like yourself. So it made a lot of things make more sense, if that makes sense, that this is not just about my life. This is not just about that I'm going through this and things are not where they are. This is a learning experience for that purpose.
That's deep.
Yeah. And I think what it did for me was, on one end, I was looking at like I'm not qualified, but on the flip side, it was, but you're being made ready for it.
I was about to say why you feel like you wasn't qualified.
Well, just because there's so many things in that I feel like I need work on and that I need help on, or that I need fathering in. You know what I mean? Now, I'm very aware of those things now, which is probably half the battle in itself. Yeah. Very much aware of those things. And then too, I'm also very, very transparent when I start talking about those things with people, that from a level of, and helping people to see fathering a lot different. And you got to know it all. It's more of just being an open book. That's
exactly how I feel. Like, I don't know how to be a father because I mean, my father is in my life now. However, I'm not going to take anything from that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I feel like nobody's ready to necessarily be a parent unless you
Absolutely.
until you
Yeah.
you are one.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it shit just happens and you like, oh, it's either you ready or not. And you can tell when somebody's not ready because they're out of here or they're distant.
Yeah.
But like with me, I'm just gonna be like right there. I'm gonna be at least just in the moment. And then whatever I figure out along the way, I'll figure out. You know what I mean? Also, like, I think another one of my life's purposes is to just like have conversation, have dialogue with people. You know what I mean? Like understanding different perspectives so it could change the way I think.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because obviously I don't think the same way that I thought back in 2014.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like at all.
Right.
And it's because I'm open to having conversations with those that I find might be different than me or find different on the way that we think and shit like that. I think it's necessary for me to just keep having that type of dialogue. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Also, spreading knowledge is another spreading what I think might be the pathway for Black people in the right direction. You know what I mean? Even if it's just a group of people, like it was like 5-10 people.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I think you should know what financial literacy is.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I think you should know what financial literacy is. I think if you do decide to go to college, and so talking to young adults here, if you do decide to go to college, I strongly consider you going to HBCUs. If you do decide to buy clothes, whether it's expensive or whatever, I consider you buying Perry Moss. I consider you buying fucking Telfar, Brandon Blackwood, instead of Louis Vuitton, Gucci, and these things like that. Why put money into the oppressor's hands if we could put money into our own hands and then build up like that? Like, building community is probably one of my life's purposes as well. You feel what I'm saying?
Same here.
But like the unknowing of how can you get to that moment is might be like what weighs on people's my mind.
Oh, I'm sure.
You know what I mean?
And again, I think about that all the time. That's something, especially if you're creative and you're a dreamer, you always having your dreams, you know what I mean? So and then when you have to come back to reality, it's like, I don't see how this is going to, come together. And of course, us in the spiritual community, it's by faith, you know what I mean? And of course, with your hands and things like that. But what I'm noticing now is that it's not so much what we do with our hands, because a lot of us have been doing a whole lot of stuff with our hands over the past 10, 15 years, right? And that's why I know that this moment that we're in now, I don't know if it's November, if it's the last quarter or whatever, it's something about bigger than what you can do with your hands. It's something about inwardly. I can't fully put my words.
Putting the work inside, like within you.
It's something, it's a shifting going on inwardly that needs to take place. You know what I mean? There's nothing more your hands can do, nothing more you can think up, draw up right now. Not that it's going to stop coming, but I think it's more internal and finding a foundation there and clarifying what purpose is there and clarifying where I need to be, kind of like a realigning, if you will. That's what I've been feeling.
Barry, have you as well? Like, I know, like recently, like you probably, like you're a different person. Like people that I know that speak to you, they be like, yo, Barry's different, but in a good way, in a way. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, you know, you're more intact spiritually.
Yeah, for sure. And I can sense that about myself. Like now, like I've always been super reserved, not want to talk to people. I don't really care to talk. I'm cool in the corner.
You still
cool.
know yourself.
No, for sure that. 1,000. But what I've noticed about myself, though, to be honest, is like when I do talk to somebody like new, I'm way more open now. Like I'm more willing to share like whatever. Yeah, I'm let's talk. Like how am I doing? I'll tell you how I'm doing if you want to know for real. I'll tell you how I'm doing. You want to take it there or not? Yeah. And then like I think when somebody can sense that, like, okay, like he on a different type of time. So it's allowed me to have different conversations now and learn different shit. Like you were saying, like just having that dialogue, it really helps you for real. Cause like, like you realize how like much you have in sync with people for real. Like there's a lot of people who think like you. I mean, around you just haven't allowed yourself to have this. I mean, because either you didn't get there yet or you wasn't ready. But now, like, now with this, I could like really gel with people for real, bounce ideas, learn and shit. So Yeah, like flipping that switch. Go back to so flipping the switch. Shanice and Najee. I'm saying we was talking about that in July.
Yeah, in July.
We're all in this phase right now. Like people just like realizing like, all right, something is happening. Something's different. Something's on the horizon.
Yeah,
we don't know what it is, but it's happening. It's getting there. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
I would let me ask you, like, what do you think like your life purposes are? If one or two, I don't know if you got several.
I don't even know, man. My life purpose? To be honest, I'm not even sure, dog. I ain't gonna lie.
And that's okay.
I don't know.
That's something to unpack too, though.
Yeah.
For sure.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if you know me. Do you like? You could just say yes or no. Do you think you have like life purposes as well? Yeah. Because a lot of people don't. When you speak to people, like, I don't know what my purpose is.
No.
That's hard. That's a hard answer to get to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you even know necessarily?
Word.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Unless you probably like focus in on that shit, on that thought. It's a difficult thing just to come up with. Like you said something about dreams, about dreaming about just about what you see yourself doing or something like that. My dreams have changed a lot lately now.
Oh wow.
I used to dream about being outside, and then every time I would retreat back into my crib. So every dream always ended in my house.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it's a different location. It's not in my house.
Oh, wow.
Location.
It's like a nice fucking apartment.
Oh.
It's like a nice apartment or house. I don't know what it is really. I haven't like explored. You know what I mean? I haven't walked around. But it's a different, like the kitchen counter is like fucking massive and shit. Like there's wine glasses. There's someone there. There's friends there. Swear to God. It's just different.
Wow.
Every fucking dream now, it's a different dream and it's more massive. So sometimes I wake up like with a headache because I'm like, yo, I felt like I was like in something. I've always dreamed like very like lengthy to me. It felt like, like it felt like a lengthy dream, but like it always ended up back in the crib or in the apartment building. Now it's like a whole like type of like vibe. And I'm trying to look that shit up. And it's like starting a new chapter, bullshit like that. I'm like, all right, where's the chapter at now?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because it's been a while now. It's been a while, like this has been happening. And I'm like, all right, maybe my mindset is different. Like how I see things might be different. Even though I'm in a limbo state, things are different in stature.
Word.
You know what I'm saying?
Speaking of dreams too, like I realized, like I've always had a history of like having like scary dreams and shit. Like remember?
I remember you told me about that.
I'm always running from something. Something's always chasing me constantly. So that's like the most recurring dream I have for real. This year though, I really stopped having that shit. I ain't gonna lie.
Wow.
Like I haven't had that in probably like since the top of the year for real.
Wow.
So I'm like, something must be working for me. You know what I mean? Like you seeing the results, you seeing the fruits of your labor. I mean, like, why am I not getting scared no more? I don't know for real, but all I know is I just must have unpacked that part. Yeah. That's out of here now for real. So that's how you know, like this. So it really makes you feel good for real. Like when you like, this work I'm doing is just not going anywhere. Like, I can really see it. I could touch it. And people can see it too. Yes. So that's why I ain't gonna lie. Like for this year has been the best year of my life. I'm not gonna hold you. Just because like I really feel like I did something significant. Every other year it was like I'm working, I'm making money, I'm going to vacation, show my friends, but it's regular shit. Yeah. I feel like new year, new me for real. You know what I'm saying? I can really say that. The other years it was routine. It's just maybe like just like regular shit. It's the same shit. Nothing really changes. Yeah. I'm like, nah, this is significant change now. And so I can leave this year fucking feeling fantastic. I ain't gonna lie.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's good news.
That's deep as fuck.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
That's deep as fuck. That might be like, you know what I mean? I feel like a lot of people like care about what the physical is. They don't really think about the spiritual and mental like vibes, you know what I mean? Like the work you gotta do within yourself is crazy. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's not, you might not even go through trauma in life. You just gotta like, but it's like a lot of unpacking to do because there's a lot of shit like maybe phones might be a distraction, maybe fucking, you know, your friends want to go outside to a party and shit. That might be a distraction for you or whatever. Like, and like you just battling within yourself. Should I go out? Should I not? Should I do this? Should I, you know what I mean? It's just like a lot of things in life be happening that's just like we don't necessarily think about. You know what I mean?
Right.
Reese, do you think mentally you've changed a lot as well, or what?
Yeah, I think I've definitely changed and I've definitely grown up a lot. Yes. Did you want me to expound on that?
Yeah, man. If you want to, yeah, for sure. You know, man, particular way.
Definitely. I've grown, but like I said, I don't know what it is. Like right now, again, it's on one end I feel at peace and in a great place, but on the other end I feel like all the pieces were like shook up.
Yeah.
Now I got to like put the puzzle back together again type thing.
Yeah.
It's going to be a different backdrop, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
So
that's good.
and I'm saying this because I want to be as vulnerable as possible that again, that it's okay not to know. And that's the piece that I've gotten probably in the past 2 or 3 months. Like, chill out, dude. Like, just, it's okay.
Right.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Because I'm normally that person like, okay, well, if that ain't working, let me boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
But I haven't even had the strength to do that. It's kind of been like, nope, you're going to sit on this, sit in it, dig through it, figure out what this is about, so that you can grow, as he said, in here.
Yeah.
And even if everything else is falling apart out here,
Right.
fine. But once I cross over this, I will be able to say like, yo, I'm good here, you know.
Right.
And then, you know, I think, you know, not putting a nail on the pod, but seeing what's next in the future for Living Black, or for me, I'm pretty sure you're gonna think about what's in the future for you as well. It's just a thought process, man. It's like, all right, shit, you know what I mean? It's like we don't know, because we have a lot of good years in this podcast and shit. Like, we had great conversations.
Sure.
I've learned a lot from the individuals that have been here.
For sure.
I feel like this is a good space for us to like get our shit off and stuff like that. And even a little bit of recognition that, you know, we've been receiving from people that, you know, might be our friends or may not be, has been very dope and very good. But like sometimes shit, it's time for like a regrouping of things sometimes. So like shit, you probably could come back here, probably being a whole different type of, you know what I mean, energy, different type of setting. Not saying we won't come back to the studio and shit like that and see what's up with Yomes, you know what I mean?
See, come on.
You gotta see what's up with Yomes.
It's not like you're gonna stop. Like, it's not like we're gonna link.
Right.
No, yeah.
Oh yeah, no, we tapped in.
No, yeah. That's not what I meant necessarily. Yeah. Of course, we tapped in. Got to be. I mean, we still waiting for that invite. That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Fucking well. But I feel like it's more of a like, all right, now this is where the real work begins in a way. You know what I mean? It's just like, all right, the regrouping of it all is, and thinking about the future and seeing like, not trying to be afraid of it, but like being okay of the unknown. Like, the unknown could be scary, it could be terrible. But there's a lot of things that you can learn from that. You know what I mean? I feel like a lot of people, like, they see negativity and they just be like brushing it off and they put it in the back burner when that's something that you could unpack, which is Barry's favorite word. Unpack. Yo, this was negative, but it needed to happen because of this. These are the lessons I've learned because of this. You know what I mean? And then also figuring out, you know what I mean, what love is for real too. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you that's what you want to do for real.
Yeah, man. What you mean? Why you say that?
No, that's your second time you said it. So clearly, like, you want to like really tap into the love and like what you looking for.
He said he's trying to be a daddy.
Yeah, well,
that is true.
Well, you know,
I mean, you could be somebody's daddy or be somebody's father.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I see what you
know the
went there.
vibes?
Yeah, you went freaky. You stupid. Nah. The father, yes, but like not no time soon, man. It's gonna take some time,
Right?
Because I gotta be in a relationship for like some years, man.
some years first.
For some years. And then we got to also be on that verge of like, okay, this is a woman I could see me marrying.
Mm-hmm.
Don't want that baby mama situation.
Sure.
You understand what I'm saying?
Of course.
I mean, things could happen, but I don't want it.
It's not ideal.
It's not ideal for me. Like, I really want that family shit. Like what you said, like how your family is like, you know, Cosby shit. You know what I mean? Like, ooh, well, the Huxtable shit. Let me not say Cosby.
Right.
The Huxtable shit. You know what I mean? It was like, you know, kids running around and intellectual beings, and I might add a dog in there.
You have to add a dog.
Oh, well, God, got to. Are you going to be serious or what?
Yourself.
You know what I mean? A dog.
What kind of dog?
So here's the thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
gosh.
It's a few different ones, right?
There's a few different ones for me.
Mm-hmm.
If I was to have a dog right now at this level, it would be a Schnauzer, right? Because Schnauzers are old men, like old men looking dogs.
Dog of a certain age, if you will.
Oh, 1,000%. See, that's perfect.
I'm here.
Because they got the mustache going and shit like that. A lot of people call them ugly, but I love them.
Of course.
Or a French bulldog. Love Frenchies. Too expensive.
Facts.
It's not the move. But if you got a family, Labrador Retriever, of course, 1,000%.
Oh, really? Classic.
Classic.
Classic
Yeah, I
lab.
go to the classic.
Golden lab or black lab.
I like both. Or yeah, you know what? I was about to say white lab, but
Come on, don't do that.
not a white lab. Because they get dirty fast. You know what I mean? They look dirty.
No dogs for me.
No dogs for you?
No.
No.
You're not into dogs?
Come on.
Cats?
No.
Damn.
No animals at all.
Wow. What's the problem?
I had a dog once.
You killed him.
He died
Oh, sorry.
some kind of way. But yeah. So, but that,
Some
I mean,
kind of
I
way.
wasn't.
Sounds crazy.
But I wasn't torn up about it like that. You know what I mean? Hence the reason why I don't want another one. My words got twisted up. That's not the reason why I don't want another dog.
Okay.
I just don't, it was too much work. Like, you know what I mean? For them not to be able to talk. It was like, I'm talking and having to respond like you're a full child, but you don't talk back. You know, and then you're smart enough to eat and do all of this, but you're not smart enough to
to clean up after
this is
yourself.
the whole game. Like, I don't want no parts.
So
of
as
it.
a dog owner,
Uh-oh.
I feel like, no, I feel you. They are very hard work.
That's a
And
lot.
sometimes I've been blessed to have like a very healthy dog, but there has been one instance where like I spent a good chunk of change. I was just not ready for that.
Yeah.
But it taught me responsibility, and it taught me to, besides like, you know, the always have money for a rainy day, like now it's not only for me, but also for a kid,
Yeah, right.
basically.
Facts.
But I will say the positive thing about being a dog mom is like I always have something to look forward to when I come home.
Yeah, that's the
It's
feeling.
like-
That's that feeling.
That's the feeling you want.
It's like I could have a shitty day and like she makes it better.
Yeah.
She's like that love. It's it's always happiness.
Right.
It's like how could I ever be upset?
Facts.
Yeah.
That's what you want.
Yeah, I think
That's what you
Huh?
need.
I can see that. No, I totally get that.
yeah, that's exactly what I want. That's why I want a dog fucking now. I'll probably be in a better headspace right the fuck there. If you
Word,
will.
though.
You know what I mean? But yeah, man, and definitely if I have a big family, gotta have 2 dogs because I need a dog for myself. You know what I'm saying? My kids can play with one of them, but like I need a dog for me. You know what I mean?
You have a certain age you want to accomplish this by?
Nah, you know what? I used to. You know, when I was fucking 20 years old, I was like, by 25, I'll be a millionaire. By 26, I'll have my wife and shit like that. I used to say bullshit. Now look at me. I'm 26, not a millionaire, and I'm not married. Not even close to it. You know what I'm saying? And it's okay. It is what it is. So I don't want to put like an age thing on it, but I definitely want to have kids before I'm 30. You know
Before
what I mean?
30?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Like, so like we in a
Got a few years.
I'm like, that shit's around the corner.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
it's around the corner.
it's around the corner. For real.
That's why I like, don't come in my DMs if you ain't serious.
Okay.
It's a serious business out here, is what I'm saying.
All right.
I'm about it. I'm about that realness right now.
Going to dating that.
Hmm?
Going to dating.
No dating app for me.
Why though?
No dating app. No sex. Because that's how it is.
Yeah, but you could make it like your intentions clear. Like this is what I'm looking for real. Like
Yeah,
you know,
know what? Nah.
nah, that's not what you. Nah.
I would rather meet somebody, which I don't do, unfortunately, like what Reese said, being very humble. Nobody comes up to him. And I can't believe it. And nobody comes up to me.
Well,
What?
why would they not? I mean, it's the same situation going on.
Why would they what? Come up to me?
Yeah, they don't come up to you. Why can't you believe they don't come up to me?
Because you're a man of a particular age. Yeah,
And that's probably half the problem.
Nah, that's not true. That's not true. I feel like because you give off a nice persona. Yeah, I mean, you give off a different persona than I would. And women don't necessarily come up to men. You know what I'm saying? That's just not a thing.
Yeah, well, in the gay community, it's pretty much the same, you know. Well,
Really?
as it relates to me, because again, I'm standing in rooms, I'm chit chatting, I talk.
I find that interesting, actually, that you said that in the gay community, it's not like a thing. At least for you.
For me, yeah.
Oh.
And I've heard that you know what I mean. Like a lot of times, you can go to events and things like that, and you know, most of the time, people just stand on the wall.
Yeah, it's pretty much like that for my verse as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That like, you know, whereas like going to a party nowadays, you're probably gonna see TikTok dancers. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, not for sure. Niggas are definitely doing like a whole TikTok Soul Train lines.
Yeah. So like they'll do a TikTok dance or they're not dancing at all, and
Stupid.
you know, they'll stand off to the side. Cause I feel like that's how you meet somebody anyway. Like like you dance with them and shit like that. Oh, like you smell good. Like what's up? What's up? You know what I mean? What's up? Talk to me. Like, what's the vibe?
Yeah.
Now it's like, everybody, well, no.
Right.
That, you know what I mean? And I don't go up to women because of the times. I don't know necessarily, even if when you approach a woman, because I've seen it, you approach a woman respectfully, you might get disrespectful back. And I just don't have time for that, is what I'm saying. And I understand it. I understand why women act the way they do when it comes to that, because they've been approached probably like 50 times that day, and it's been negative. And it's been nasty. So when you get there, it's like, no. Before it gets to anything. You feel what I'm saying? And that's an issue for me. But I found her. She's probably around anyway.
She's around somewhere.
She's around. She's around for sure.
She has to be.
I feel like I already know my wife.
You know who it is?
I don't know who it is right now by name, but I feel like I know her.
I've met her.
I've met her.
Oh, you met her before?
Oh,
yeah.
wow. Okay.
I feel like I did.
But you don't know by name, though.
I don't necessarily. What I'm saying is I probably met her. That's what I'm saying. Just give me. Oh, you want me to give off names and shit? That's what
No,
I'm
but
saying.
I was trying to see how to make sense. Like you met her, but you don't know her. Like this is not a person you know for real.
No, it's a person.
Like you're saying you have an idea?
I have an idea of who my wife may be. Yes.
Okay.
Wow.
Yes,
Good
I'm
for
saying.
you. That's major.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Do you plan to get married, Reese?
I would like to, but I'm not. You know, it is.
You're not pressed.
No.
Bar, you getting married?
Yeah, I want to get married.
Yomi, you want to get married?
If it presents itself, yeah, but it's not like
It's not like a goal.
no.
Yeah, it wasn't that priority for me too, but I'm with it though,
You with it?
for sure.
I can't see you proposing. But if you do ever propose in life, invite me.
I'll make it a thing.
Yeah, just make it a thing.
I'll make it a thing.
Like, let me be a stranger, even if like it's just supposed to be you and her. I just want to be like a fucking stranger at the restaurant. Like, I just want to see this nigga get on one knee and then propose to someone.
I will. This nigga crazy.
But Reese, man, I appreciate you for coming, man.
Man, it's been a pleasure.
Oh damn, it's over already.
I mean, I don't have anything else unless you have something else.
Nah, I guess not. I mean, should we thank people?
Huh? Oh well, no, yeah, we got okay, yeah.
It's the last one.
That's the last
Like
one.
we should make it official.
Yeah, but like I was just saying, you know, it was just I wasn't ending anything.
Oh,
But I was getting, you know what I mean?
Oh, because you said thanks for being here. I thought it was closing.
Yeah. But I was gonna, you know what I mean?
You gonna go to
a
that?
little
I'm-
something. Yeah,
Work.
but it's good. It's good.
Let me let you cook my food.
Nah.
Too many
you good.
cooks in the kitchen. You know what I'm saying? Let me let you cook.
Too many cooks in the kitchen.
Pawn up. Go ahead.
Yeah. So Reese, I appreciate you for being here. A man of particular age.
How many times have we said that today?
Yeah,
like
That's
gonna be
9 to 10.
It's the name of the pod.
Oh no, it has to be.
It's the name of the pod.
Has
It's already a thing.
It's no question.
And you know, I appreciate everybody for being a part of this journey. I appreciate, you know, Yomi.
Gotta
Of course.
thank. Gotta
Yeah,
thank
God thank Young. So like since day one,
Facts.
she's been real. She's been dope.
She became pretty much like the third co-host. That ass.
1000% without showing her face.
Oh, again.
Somebody hit me up too saying like, yo, I thought Young was just black by judging by her voice. And shit.
No way.
Yeah, no, I was like, yeah, she's
Yeah, nah.
no, she was like, but so she's Asian. I was like, no, she's not Asian. Like, she's not
I
Asian.
get that all the time.
Yeah, you get that all the time. Yeah, I was like, but I think judging by because of your name.
Oh, I guess. I mean, my full name Yomira doesn't really sound Asian.
Oh no, so yeah, nah, that's
so it's
not.
like my nickname Yomi. Yeah.
That's a fly ass name though.
Yo,
Yo,
Mirror.
Mirror. It's crazy.
Yeah.
that's different. But yeah, so like she's been a part of it. Najee, who isn't here, but shout him out as well, 1000%.
Cool.
Shanice.
Mm-hmm.
Pinkies up, pinkies down for Sha for real.
Oh, for sure. You stupid for that. Shout out to Sha. We love you, deadass. You was great. People loved you too, 1000%.
Fantastic.
Hate to see you had to leave and shit, but it happens.
Word.
I gotta thank Jerry for always sharing our shit throughout the years. Thank you, Cash, for us being the only podcast you enjoy. Thank you, Dane, for being a veteran with us as well in this podcast lane. Thank you, Darmonte, as well, for just being somebody that, just also has a great podcast. Hope to see you guys back. What Woman Want is the podcast name.
Ooh, the guy who made y'all's merch.
Oh, thank you, Lewis. Lewis, 1000%. You already know what the fucking vibes is. Yeah, come on, yeah. Put that up there real quick.
The God.
Yeah, I mean, he made countless other shit that we put out and that we done well with. Man, like, great guy, great individual. Appreciate you 1000%.
Hell yeah. Shout out to Kim for being here.
Oh my God, shout out to Kim for
always.
I stole Kim from him.
Oh yeah, word. He did to your friend.
Oh boy.
He did to your friend.
Kim is my favorite
but that's
person.
good. She's a great girl.
She's a great woman, man. And she's it's public now. So she's engaged to her woman. What's her name?
She got engaged?
Huh? She got engaged.
Whoa.
Yeah, she got nice little rock too, man.
Yeah, that was shit.
That's a nice little, you know what I mean?
Very.
Kim, you good? Hey, I never been to a wedding. I better be up in there.
Word?
Yeah, never been to a wedding.
Only been to one too. I've been dying to go to somebody's wedding. I ain't gonna lie. I've been dying for a wedding.
Me too. Like I want to get crazy. I want to get a nice little suit.
Somebody invite me.
Now, I mean, I want to get the open bar. I want to get a little
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? Invite me to a wedding, Kim. I know I'm invited.
Right.
Of course.
I know I'm invited.
You might be in it.
Right.
You'll probably be in the wedding doing something. I ain't gonna lie.
You know what I mean? It's all good. You know what I mean? As long as, you know what I mean, I'm flying shit. That's all that matters. Damn.
Shout out Scoop.
Shout out Scoop for being, shout out Scoop 1000% for, supporting this shit. Also, shout out to Off the Strength.
Absolutely.
KR Jones, Tone, great guys.
1000.
Great individual.
Great.
Corey, shout you out as well. I'm not sure if you're a part of this still, but we was on that podcast when he was there as well. So appreciate you guys. Shout out Steph, of course.
And shout out Taj. We started this shit with her, you know what I mean? So we wouldn't even have made it this far if it wasn't for OTC, for real, you know what I mean?
Real talk.
This was her idea in the first place.
Yeah, that me and this guy came together, right?
1000%. Shout out to Taj, man.
Shout out to Taj. I guess that's the perfect person to end it off.
That might
with.
be how you gotta end it.
I think so.
Anybody else we forgot? Anybody who ever came up on the pod? Anybody who ever shared, supported? Like shout out to all the people who like are really like our friends for real, who really, you know what I mean?
Shout out Funny Honey.
Oh, shout out to my guy Will. Shout out to Funny Honey. You already
He's
know
a
the
real
vibe.
fan.
That's a fact, though.
He's dope.
That's a fact.
Shout out to Will.
Shout out to Will. You know what I mean?
Shout out to Will. Yeah.
Yeah, and there's met other people you can really name for real, but like, shout out to all y'all because y'all know who y'all are.
Yeah. You know, you've been listening and you've been hitting me up a lot. You know what I mean? Talking about what's happening on the pod and shit like that. I love that. That's dope. You know what I mean? But unfortunately, we have come to the end. You know what I'm saying? So far for right now. You know what I mean? Brother, it's been a pleasure.
As always, bro.
Reese.
Thank you.
Okay, yeah. I forgot you're a man particular age.
Right.
Thank you, Reese.
It's COVID out here. Sorry.
Right. No, it wasn't. I couldn't reach. I was...
Okay. But yeah, man. It's love, man. I don't know what else to say.
Until next time.
Till next time.
Until next time.
Oh, I like that.
Until next time.
Till next time.
I'll be around.